you.
All right. I'm Nick Metz, Deputy Chief, Seattle Police Department. First off, I want to say that the information I'm about to give you is preliminary, so we'll be getting more updated information as the investigation progresses. This is what we know so far. At about sometime after 10 o'clock this evening, the fire department responded to this intersection for a medical emergency that was in the street. While fire was there, another officer was already in the area from an earlier call, was assisting fire as necessary. Fire had their lights on, engine running, those kinds of things. An individual who lived in the house over here called 911 through his alarm company, saying that he believed that there was a prowler at his house. He seemed to be in an agitated state. This is according to the alarm company, that he was armed with a weapon and that he was not afraid to use it. Officers responded to that call as well. The officer who was already here assisting fire on the medical emergency joined those two officers who initially arrived. They went up to the house, and when they got up to the house, they saw an individual standing at the threshold of the doorway holding a gun in his hand. The officers made several very loud commands to drop the gun, drop the gun. These commands were heard by numerous witnesses in the area. The man, according to the officers, the man raised the gun towards them. Two of the three officers fired their weapons, striking the man. The man went down. Fire was already here. Other medical aid responded to the area. They did what they could to treat the individual, but they did pronounce him dead at the scene. Our homicide unit, our CSI unit are here. They are obviously conducting a very thorough investigation. This investigation will likely go through the evening. The officers involved in the situation have been removed from the scene and are now down at our homicide office providing whatever information that the homicide detectives will need. That's the extent of our statement right now, unless there's any questions.
Is there any doubt the homeowner realized that there were officers that were shouting commands at him? He was looking for a prowler.
We have not established yet if that was the homeowner. Our officers were in full uniform, and they give very loud verbal commands to drop the gun.
Any idea what age range the man who was dead?
I don't have that yet, I'm sorry.
Does he lives at the house, but you're not sure if he's a homeowner or it's unknown?
We have not established yet that he lives here, to my knowledge.
Is there anybody inside the house?
Other folks in the house?
Yeah.
I do not know right now.
What will take place in the next hour or two out here? What's being done in the background?
As far as...
The investigation.
Oh, well, the homicide detectives are going to be processing the scene. We're going to be talking to all the witnesses, including the firefighters that are here, officers that were here who responded. That's the part that will happen here. There'll be a lot further investigation that will continue over the next several hours and days, for that matter.
Is a medical emergency in the street just coincidental? Did it have anything to do with the guy calling for the prowler?
That's still part of what we're going to have to try to figure out. It's a fairly convoluted scene and situation, so this is, like I said, this is what we have so far. I want to preface again, this is preliminary, so some of that information may change as we go through the course of the investigation.